So you received 2 of these balls in the mail and you're wondering what to do with them. Well, I've got some ideas for you. There's actually a whole week on this in the Short and Sweet program, but we'll take a look today at some of the things that you can do. One of the first things that I love to do is putting it behind my back. And I think I'll show you this way for the moment. I might start up here in that area that involves my traps, my upper traps, because this can be a super tense area for so many of us. And going against the wall is a really nice way of not applying too much pressure to get that done. You can also take the ball a little lower. So my scapula, that edge of my shoulder blade, I can feel it, and I'm almost tracing the edge of the scapula. I can go from the scapula towards the spine. So on me, that's not a really long distance, but I can almost be like I'm doing an eraser on a board, going back and forth and up and down. I can make circles. You can really do almost anything you like to just find those areas that need some circulation and attention. We're not trying to squish out a knot. We are trying to find love, warmth, circulation, and attention to bring more hydration, more fluidity, and more movement back there. We're not trying to squish out a knot. Doesn't really work that well. If you've noticed, they usually come back. And that's because of our habits and how we hold ourselves and what we do. So I'm only showing you one side because this is a little quickie. I want you to also see that I can roll. I could roll both bun cheeks at the same time, but you get more pressure if you're kind of angled and leaning into the wall like so. I can roll the entire area, so I can start right in the middle of the flesh and roll side to side. I can go higher up. I can go lower down. I can make big circles. So there's all of that you can do on both sides. You can come more towards the edge. And let's start at the edge that's all the way up here, because our glute max actually goes up pretty high. So we can kind of get into that outer edge and see if there's some circulation and love and attention that we need. You can lean into it a little more. Just see if there's anything your body needs. You can start coming down lower. You can even come down to your IT band area and move around like so. And you, of course, move the ball. I actually like this for the IT band better than hard balls on the floor. I think it's just way too much, and everything is just going to react in a really scared way. It's not a love and safe place for your IT band, and your IT band is not a muscle. You're not going to lengthen it per se. What we want to do is give more proprioception, more circulation, more love and rebound. And then we also want to strengthen the things that are weak, that are causing that IT band to overwork. And the answer is your inner thighs. That's not my quest today to cover that, but I wanted you to see that while you're standing, you can get to your shoulders. We can go further into the back. You can get your bum. You can get the side of your leg. You can take a block and get the front of your leg. And you get creative, move around in all the ways. You can also put the ball on the floor and work on your feet. And I have shown before ideas on what to do with your feet. You can get pretty creative and sort it out for yourself. Always have a wall nearby if you need it for balance, or a table or a chair that's not going to slip and slide away. But these are a number of the areas that you can use, and this is all just standing. I haven't even gotten to what you could do on the floor. So enjoy your balls and get some more circulation going, get the fluid moving. I love the give in this ball. It's not as hard as a lacrosse ball, and it's not going to create a frightened, scared situation where your tissues seize up and you don't make as much progress, even though it might feel really good to be hurting yourself so hard. you actually do much more good over the long term, taking it a little easier and a little softer.